I've been streaming for about 6 to 9 months-ish. And so if we were a child, we're like just about to, like we're newborn babies, right? We're newborn babies. And so a lot of streamers that start, they want to know one, how do I grow? How do I start? What do I do? A bunch of stuff like that. And I'm going to give some links in the description below, and I'll drop some links in chat of videos that you should go watch. And you should watch in conjunction with this one. Now, some of these videos say some things that I disagree with, and that's okay because you don't have to agree with everything I've said. I'm just going to tell the story of the WolfPack, how we started, why we, and just go through that. So, if you are interested in streaming, I talked with multiple friends on this. You should check out this YouTube video by Ludwig. You should check this out. You should also check out my YouTube and subscribe. So, like, subscribe, comment. I will comment on everything. All right, so let's take a peek behind the curtain. So, what are we going to talk about today? It's very simple. We're going to talk about why. Why the WolfPack? Why do I stream? Why do I do what I do? All that jazz. We're going to talk about the numbers, our growth, what we've done to grow, where we plan on going, how much we've made, how much we've spent, all of that. We're going to talk about the future. Very simple. That's all we're talking about today. All right, so the why. The why is very, very simple. I try and do everything in my life with one very simple goal: to honor the Lord. And that goal extends into having the mission of developing people to be fully devoted followers of Christ. That's something that's big at my church. I do that with my high school boys, and that extends into my streaming. If you come to my stream, I want you to know that you are valued, you are loved, and that you will always be welcome in my stream. Those are core values of the WolfPack. I don't care what you've done, where you're at, because that is how Jesus approached people. He did not care where you were. He met you where you were at. And that is how the WolfPack's going to be. The other reason why is this. This is a piece of fan art from a little Laxmere. So one of Laxmere's kids drew this of me. And you're like, oh, that's cool, fan art. So you're doing it for fan. I'm not doing it for fan art. You're missing the point here if you think that's what it is. Kids are watching this, and they need good role models. And right now during the pandemic, they don't have good role models. They're stuck at home. That's all they can do. Dataman, thank you so much for that follow. So we need good role models. That is what the WolfPack's about. Good role models. Is this a sweet piece of fan art? Yes. Is it now the backdrop of the WolfPack? Yes. And you know what? Diedemann, you need to know two things about me, man. I love you. Jesus loves you. I'm really bad at math when I play Hearthstone, and you'll always be welcome here. And that's also the why. I want to be able, I don't want to be famous. That's not part of the why. I don't want to be famous. I want to be able to greet every person that follows me. I want to be able to respond to every comment. And honestly, people are like, oh, well, at some point, you're not going to be able to do that. I'm not there yet. We're going to cross that bridge when we get there, but we will put mechanisms in place to ensure that everyone that comes to the WolfPack is known. We know how to pronounce your name, and you know that you're loved. That is going to be a value of the WolfPack for as long as I stream and going forward. That is why we are here. Another part of the why is we're here to have a ton of fun. This is a hobby for me. I'm not trying to go full time. You have to understand it. I am not trying to convert this into a career. I have 2 degrees in engineering. I have an MBA. I have a very respectable job. This is truly a hobby for me, and it is also a ministry. I am very open about that. The verse, 1 Corinthians 10:31, says, no matter what you do, whether you eat or you drink, do all for the glory of God. I believe I can play video games for the glory of God, and I believe we can play them at a high level because excellence honors the Lord. That is where we're at. That is the why. Let's talk about numbers. All right. how can you make the time? I don't know. I don't know how to do that. All right, that's a great question. How do I make the time? I currently am single. I live by myself and have been given an absorbent amount of time due to the pandemic. So, this is my major hobby. I got into Hearthstone specifically when the pandemic hit. I got Legend for the first time in March, and I then got very familiar with Demon Hunter. And then my brother and the high school boys I mentor were saying, hey, you should stream on Twitch because you got Legend, and we think people would enjoy that. And it gets really lonely at home. So this to me, it's not how do I make time for this. It's like it's a priority to me because it fulfills other things in my life of community, which is important, and being around you guys. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Reckless saying we do enjoy it all. Yeah, and I'm just glad you guys here. And I never want anyone to feel anything other than love in the Wolfpack. And I think we have developed a chat and a community that emulates that. I would rather see someone else succeed far beyond me than I succeed myself. That's why I will promote other people. Reckless, great example. Reckless is a fantastic streamer. He does a lot of variety. He's building a great community. He's a ton of fun to watch. I will promote other people above myself all day, every day. All right. So that's the why. Questions are definitely just throw them at me as we go through. So let's talk about some of the numbers. All right. The numbers I'm going to show you are all available on a certain site. I'm going to give you that site. Yo, Squib, what is up? What is up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. They're all available on a certain site. I'm going to show you that site. If you're a new streamer, this site you should be looking at to track your development as a streamer. So let's start off with just some of the really basic numbers. I started back in May or March. I think May, the last day of May was my first ever stream. Since then, we have grown to almost a little over 480 followers. We're almost at the 500 follower mark. And we are now averaging roughly 18 and a half viewers per stream, right around there, 15 to 20. I'd say that is what the Wolfpack averages. Some streams are more popular than others. Not a big deal. For instance, our Sunday night meme battlegrounds. That typically has a larger attendance. Why? It's a ton of fun. And that is what we care about. There's not really a purpose beyond it than to have a ton of fun, laugh, and relax playing a game that is designed to relax us. You can find all this data on twitchtracker.com, and you can do this for any streamer. Any streamer, you can go do this. So things to note here on the chart. I hope that this pointer comes through. All right, so you can see my mouse. All right, so we're doing pretty good. Something happens in September. Let me explain what happens in September. I had planned for a very long time to go to Disney World with my nieces. The pandemic hit, tons of things changed. We had a discussion as a family. We still decided to take that vacation. We followed all the protocols. We were socially distanced. We wore masks all the time. It was a fantastic time. I could not stream while I was in Disney World. And honestly, when family comes first for me, and it should for a streamer, your family should come first because this is secondary to your family. That's a core value. For instance, next week, I am traveling to Houston to meet my new nephew. I probably will not be streaming that entire time I'm there. We might do some very late night evening streams with my brother in a Jackbox type format. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to sweat it. And I know the Wolfpack respects the core value of family. So family took first here. Then I needed some time because when we got back, there's a lot of stuff going on with work. My position changed in September. I had to relearn a lot of things. So a lot of life change happened here. November hit. You have Thanksgiving. You have Christmas. In December, I made the conscious decision to start being extremely more consistent. So consistency is key. I'm not a very creative guy when I think about how I'm going to do streaming. It's really simple. I play Hearthstone and I interact with chat and I prioritize chat above everything else. And I think that's one of the things that has really given us this growth. So, really, I had two starting points. Now, with that said, this giant marker, we're going to talk about why we have these two peaks. We're going to talk about that. So, right now, this is hours streamed. So, you can see my hours stream is going up. I'm trying to be very consistent. This number might go down, it might go up. So mostly I stream Hearthstone. So since we've started, we've done almost well over 450 hours. That is pretty substantial. To put it into perspective, 2,000 hours is a working year. So that's 40 hours a week for 50 weeks. That's 2,000 hours. We've done Zelda. We're playing it through. This is just fun for me. Some members of the WolfPack asked, hey, can we do Zelda? We did Zelda. A member of the WolfPack, Kurt, love the guy. One of the original guys in the WolfPack gave me Slay the Spire. Yeah, if you give me a game and it's appropriate, we're going to play it. And it's a delightful game. And I want to respect that. So I'm trying to get as good as I can with the Spire. We're going to play some later today. It's going to be fantastic. And Portal 2, I thought that'd be something fun to do with Reckless. We did it. We had a blast. We laughed a lot, and we just had a blast. You should have fun doing this. If you're not having fun streaming, you're not doing it right. All right. So how have the numbers gone? So you can see here's where the break occurs, and you can see that the blue line is the number of followers. The yellow line is the number of views. So that's like live views. So people who click the link, look at it, and then bounce. Hours streamed is lately how many hours that red light is on and you're streaming. When I took this screenshot, it was right after a stream. It did an update. So that's, why was he taking snapshots while he's streaming? I wasn't. It just happened like this. Hours watched. This is how many hours people have watched me. This means a lot. When you go and look at this, that's a lot. And average viewers is 14. Now, this is going to throw off your data. If I were to chop it off here, it'd be good. Now, the first thing that anyone looking at this graph should notice, and I look at graphs all day long as an engineer, there are these two giant spikes here and here. There's also a spike here and here. These are raids by Suzuklo. So you will hear a lot of people tell you raids do not give you growth. I disagree when you are starting out. Raids give tremendous growth. The reason why you can see that is you can actually see an inflection point occurs after Suzuklo raids me. Now, does the act of getting a raid guarantee growth? No. It is like your degree. It gets your foot in the door. Suzuklo trusted me with his viewers, and then it was on me to show them what the WolfPack is and what the WolfPack has to offer. It was not. It wasn't instant follows. And here's the thing: people will instantly follow, and then they'll instantly unfollow just to give the notification, just to give a little boost. That's how it goes. But you can see an inflection here. Then I take some time off. Things trim down. I come back. Says raids me again. You can see they just burst. Now there's so I don't want to say it's all Sez's raids, but his are definitely the largest by far. He's also a famous follower, which I thought was really funny. The best part about Sez is he's extremely approachable. You go into Sez's channel, he averages between probably 150 to 300 viewers. He will still talk to you. He still says every follow. He's someone I look up to. Another guy I look up to is Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe's a very big streamer. He averages well over 300 viewers a stream. And one of the things he does is he recognizes everyone that comes in the chat. He recognizes every follow, every raid. You could raid Cantaloupe with one person and he would say thank you. That is amazing to me. Like, that is what we need to maintain here. So I really give the raids a lot of growth. I got a raid from Warshak. Warshak is another one of my heroes. A lot of things that Warshak does, I want to emulate. I think he does a fantastic job with his YouTube channel. I think he's a fantastic content creator. These are things you want to emulate. So that is how our growth has been. And I really think it's due to consistency. So when I'm consistent, you can see the growth line occurs. When I'm not consistent, no growth. When you're consistent, growth. That's the key here. You need to be consistent. Here's another thing that has really helped the growth of the channel. The daily Hearthstone funny moments, for some reason, will grab my clips. And I didn't know this. I didn't know this at all. But I was in another stream, and another streamer said, "Hey, I saw you on the daily moments." Huh. And so now it is a goal of mine. It's very, very clear, is I try and make a clip at least once a stream, get a good clip that I think would be good on the daily moments. I would also like to point out, I do not submit any of my clips to the daily moments. The only clips I've ever submitted to the daily moments are of their streamers, because I do not think I should be submitting clips to the daily moments. If they have value, if they are worth it, the daily moments editor will find them, or someone else will think it's worthy enough to post. I am not going to self-promote myself in that way. Two very good reasons. One, I'm not a good judge of what is really funny. That's your guys' job. Two, I don't have the time. I got a lot of other stuff to do. I'm not going to do that. Oh, well, why is this such a big deal? Simple. They've got over 150,000 subscribers. And so there's been a lot of people that come to the WolfPack who see those clips, and we want to make sure that we welcome them thoroughly. So this is also, I'm going to attribute some growth to this. This isn't getting lucky. I was very intentional from day one on clipping funny things. I used to upload them to YouTube. I don't think there's as much value in that anymore. I think with YouTube, we're going to be doing once a week more edited content. And we'll actually look at that here in a second. So money-wise, how much money has the WolfPack made in that period of time? About $500. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I say roughly $500 because Twitch is weird when you give it exact numbers. But basically, it's about $500. And I haven't gotten this month's, what's the day? So in about a week, I'll get this month's payout. And I would say people have been extremely generous. And that payout is predicted to be roughly around $250. So the last month was very good. Why? There was a lot of very generous gifted subs. I really like gifted subs, not because I get money from them, but because they give viewers who normally wouldn't sub the opportunity to use our WolfPack emotes. And if you got WolfPack emotes, go ahead and drop them in right now and flood chat with them, because the emotes are the best part of chat. That's what we want to build. This is the stuff. This is what's so important to me, is these emotes, because they're in it. It's our interaction. This is what we care about. You know, have I gotten donations? Yes. Are those valuable? Yes. I very much appreciate them. But I see substantially more value in gifted subs, because it adds to the community fact. I care more about the community than making a buck. With that said, you can see that we have a green bar up in the corner, and that's a goal that we have. You're like, well, why do you have that goal there? Well, because the WolfPack told me to. I'm heavily influenced by chat. Chat knows this. I'm extremely influenced by chat. If the chat wants something and it's reasonable, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? I'm heavily influenced by chat. So that is roughly how much we've made. So probably by the end of the month, I'm guessing that our total annual revenue since I started will approach somewhere between $500 and $750. That is roughly where we're at. Expenses. $476 is what I put back into the stream. We have $24 to spend. We're saving it for a ring light, if you must know. So what has that money been? $30 on a green screen setup. I'll show you pictures of this. I think a green screen is great. You get this beautifulness. The biggest probably improvement by far, the mic. Oh yeah. This mic by far is probably the biggest improvement to the WolfPack. It was the biggest and first largest investment we made into it. We had to save up for it for a long time. When we got it though, I would attribute a lot of our growth. We got it right around the same time Cez rated me. And people in the WolfPack privately said, hey, your audio could be better. Some people said it publicly, which I also appreciate. I appreciated both forms of feedback because I did not know that our audio was awful. We're going to show some examples of how far we've come and some of the little things we've done. So the Wave mic was $237. We also got some accessories to it, all to improve audio quality. I really feel audio quality is important. It is something that we've really worked hard to improve. The next big expenditure would be the Elgato HD 60S Plus capture card. This was mostly provided by Grammy Music, who donated $150 worth of bits. That's a big investment. We had some money left over from some subs. And so I went ahead and got the capture card. I'm not going to look for another donate. That was a big move on his part. Big move on his part. We're going to respect that. That is going to allow us to do more things. Yo, Zubies, thank you so much for that sub, man. Dude, 6 months? That's huge. 6 months you've been in the Wolfpack. Love it, love it. Yo, check. Can we get some love for Zubies? So it's fantastic. So that's where we're at. So we spent $476, and that's where we're at right now. So here's how we started. This was my very first stream. And you can see the webcam's there. There's no green screen. And I have this funky pink bar around. Just got here. Yo, Kurt, what is up? What is up? We just went through some of the numbers, basically to catch everyone up. The Wolfpack has grown substantially. I give a lot of it to the raids that we got from Suzuklo. I give it a lot to the mic that the Wolfpack financed. So over the last year, the Wolfpack has made about $500, and we've spent $476 of that on a mic, on a capture card, on a green screen. Zuby says, keep it up, man. Always great to, dude, Zubies, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. And a lot of that was also done through gifted subs. So that is overall the money we've made. This is our very first stream. And we're not going to watch the very first stream because it is awful. You can't even hear me. All you hear is overly loud game music. But to show you the growth that we've made, I'm going to show you other clips. You guys want to see other clips from like way back in the day? Sure you do. Sure you do. All right, let's see some. All right, so this might be one of my very first clips. Listen for the change in audio. You guys ready? I did it with a star. That was a tie. That's nuts. That was a tie. Huh. A lot of peaking there. So peaking is when I basically peak 24/7. You know, like my voice, it booms very quickly. Notice something in this next video. That is with an old, I'm only using a webcam mic here. Also, did you notice how quiet it was? It wasn't really balanced with the game music. This is from last week. All right, don't fill us now. Give me King Crush. Dude, resizing Pouch is totally the poor man's Zeph. That card is nutty. Okay, do you see the audio difference? That by far. The other thing that creeps up on you is the green screen. And some people say, Wolf, your picture's too big. I say, I don't think it's big enough. You know, that's what some people say. To them, I say, I don't think it's big enough. So that is the exact audio screen, you know, just audio difference that we were able to achieve with the mic, you know. We need a wide cam. All right, so we'll work on that. So we were able to improve the setup. So here's some of the things I had to do to improve this setup. Over here, you can see this is the chair I sit in. The desk back here, this is my work desk. This is my personal desk. This is the chair I use. And I have lamps on the floor to basically throw light up against the green screen because there has to be light back there and light in front of me. Above me is a chandelier that I also have with a t-shirt and all this is just to block out shadows. So I found these lamps were like in an old room and they were given to me. They are not designed to be laid on the floor like this. I'm pretty sure they're a fire hazard and I don't care. I don't think, no, they're fine. They're fine. They're probably not a fire hazard. Who knows? Who knows? Besides the point. All right. The green screen was $30. I bought a rod. You can see like these little white things. I put little white clips up. I had the green screen up. I put some clips to some things on the wall. And this is basically a permanent fixture in my home. You know, I'm pretty sure the future Mrs. Wolfram won't let me keep this whenever she gets involved in my life. But for now, it's fantastic. I love it. I love it. Love it. So you can see I am running on an old laptop here. And it's plugged into some screens that you see below. You can also see the golden change. Yeah, don't ignore the fire hazard, kids. I think they're fine. I don't think they're that big a deal. But that is the current setup that we get. And from all that work, we get this. I have all the lights turned on in my house just to get the lighting right. But we are working on getting the lighting better. We're working on it. So all that work comes to this. What chair is that, by the way? I have no clue. It is the floor coverings don't get hot. I use LED. Like I could touch these light bulbs right now, and they're cool to the touch. Like they're LEDs, so the floor is not getting hot. There's also a thing behind them, and it's all good. So the fire hazard was legitimately a joke. What's that chair? It's just a random chair I have. I don't have a gaming chair. Honestly, the gaming chair is probably the last thing I would ever spend money on from a streaming standpoint. Mostly because that basically only affects me. I don't care about stuff that only affects me. I care about stuff that affects the WolfPack. That's why we got the mic. That's why we got the green screen. That affects the WolfPack. The chair, that only affects me. Me having a chair does not improve your guys' life. You know? So, yeah, the office chair is fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, the gaming chair is so far into the future, it's not in the future. You get what I'm saying? That's funny. Is streamers all the time like, oh, what's your chair? What's your chair? I don't know. It's an office chair. That's it. Oh, what's the brand? No clue. No clue. Moving on. This is the mic. Look at it. Look how good it is. If you throw your back out, that affects the stream. Well, the chair, that chair's pretty solid. It has lumbar support. I'm very comfortable in it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is an Elgato. That's very true. That's very true, Moya. And I am trying to take better care of myself. We're down 30 pounds, mostly probably due to I was feeling a little sick and just stopped eating as much as I normally did. But we are trying to trim down, trying to elong our life. It's very good. Very good. It's the super arm of sweatshirts. Oh, yeah. There you go. This is a sweet mic. This isn't the best mic we could get, but honestly, the mic, yeah, the flu diet works every time. This is a fantastic mic. I reached out to Draco Cat, which hashtag Draco is my DJ. If you're not following him, something's wrong with you, and we need to resolve that. And I'm your doctor. Go follow Draco Cat. All right. I reached out to Draco. Draco is an audio engineer, and he said, I said, look, I got about $150 some odd dollars. That's how much the WolfPack has raised. This is about a month or two ago. And he said, all right. He said, your options are we wait until, I was like, nope, we need to fix audio now. He said, all right, the Elgato Wave 3. Him and I had a conversation about it. I got it. I noticed that I got just the Elgato Wave. We then added this this pip filter. This pip filter should make my B's less pronounced and my P's less pronounced. Not sure if it works or not. And this just minimizes pop filter. Yeah, did I say pip filter? Pop filter. A pop filter and a suppression thing. But altogether, this was a little over 230 bucks altogether. And I think it sounds fantastic. I think our audio has vastly improved. So that's one of the things that we did. And I am very grateful for that. So the future. The future. What does the WolfPack want to do in the future? We want to be consistent. But in consistency, we have to have goals. Let's talk about them. All right. I'm not doing an ASMR stream. That's creepy, man. That's creepy. I find the audio nice and clear. See, that's important to me. Thank you, Moya's Ghost. Thank you. I think the audio is extremely important. When I started streaming, I heard people say audio is the most important thing. It is not until after you've streamed a period of time that you realize truer words have never been spoken. If you guys can't hear me, it's a bad experience for you, and we cannot grow. If someone comes into the stream, especially off a raid, they can't hear the deep, sultry sounds of my voice. It's going nowhere, right? So goals. Let's talk about fun goals first. I want to get to the point to where we get partners so we get more emotes. Your voice is really smooth and calms me down after a rough day at work. Not in the creepy way. 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 You know. Goals. I want to get to the point where we get partner for literally the reason of more emote slots. We get more emote slots at partner. It's a giant jump from affiliate 5 emote slots to partner more emote slots. That's the only reason why I want partner. Like, what's our time frame for partner? I don't have one. Nah, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Other goal. These are ones that we're not going to write down. These are just fun ones. I want to raid someone who does not have affiliate, and the WolfPack gets them to affiliate like that. I want that, like, I think that is the coolest thing. I have no clue. We get a ton. I think it's a stupid amount we get at partner. I'm not sure. All I know is you get more at partner. And so, I know partner. So right now we're at the big thing we need to complete to get the partner is we have to get, no. I'm maxed out. I'm maxed out on so Reckless says if you get more subs, you get more emotes. We're maxed out on the current subs I can get as an affiliate. We have five emotes. Once you get 5 emotes, you can no longer get any more subs you can no longer get any emotes as an affiliate, regardless of your number of subs. The only thing standing between us and more emotes is partner. And to get the partner, the only thing that is standing between me and partner is viewer count has to average over 75, and then you go through an application process. So right now, I meet all the requirements other than average viewer count. So I think it's number of hours streamed, number of days streamed, something like that. But basically, the average viewer count's the only thing that's holding us back right now. I'm looking at my emotes for other people. Yeah, so partner, it looks like we get about 30-ish. So really, viewer count is the only thing. And our viewer count has been growing. At the beginning of the year, we probably averaged 5 to 10 viewers. Now we're averaging anywhere between 15 to 20 on a given stream. I have no clue. And here's another fun fact. I don't really check viewer count while I stream. I don't. Every once in a while I see it. Here's the thing. If there's one person watching me, I'm going to treat you the same as if there's 100 and if there's 1,000 people watching me. If you're a sub, I'm going to treat you the same as if you're a follower. If you're a follower, I'm going to treat you the same as someone who just walked into the channel. In the WolfPack, you are treated the same with love, respect, and with a profound understanding that you need to be loved and you are loved. That is how you're going to be treated here. Always will be. Now, goals. A lot of people I've talked to says you have to write down some goals. So I'm going to write down some generic goals for 2021. 100 reoccurring subs. So right now we're at about 15 reoccurring subs. I have more subs. Those are gifted subs. But reoccurring subs to me are like the meat and potatoes of these people are coming back consistently. Let's talk about the financials of that. The revenue split on a sub is 50-50 with Twitch. This is published information. So if you spend $5 on a sub, $2.50 goes to me, $2.50 goes to Twitch. So that's the revenue split. Why 100 subs? Because if I can get to basically 100 subs, that would roughly get us to partner. I don't expect to hit this goal. It's just a goal. I picked 100. It was a nice round number. We're currently at 15 reoccurring subs. I think we could get a little bit higher. I want 1,000 follows. Right now, we're flirting with 500. I think another 500 by the end of the year is, I'd like to grow it. I'd like to expand our influence of love and positivity to at least 500 more people. That's what I'd like to do. 1,000 subs on YouTube. Why YouTube? If you want to be a good streamer, you have to have a streaming platform. You have to have a good short form content and long-term content. My short-term content is Twitter. My long-term content is YouTube. If you look at Harris Heller, you look at a bunch of guys, that is where we need to be, you know? Give me a couple of months with Sage and we can get you there. Okay, but so the gifted subs are great, but I don't consider the gifted subs aren't in the reoccurring subs. The reoccurring subs are people who come back every month with Prime, and like that's like consistent members of the WolfPack. You can gift a sub to someone; they may stick around for that month or so, and then you see what I'm saying. Like I want to really grow like our like. The number of followers. It's just a number that we see if we can reach it. You know, it's just followers is also something that we needed for a partner, but we're already there. Yeah, we have enough followers. But that's sort of where we're at. Do I appreciate the gifted subs? Yes. Do I think they're better than donations? Yes. Why? Because it gives people the ability to use emotes. I love Kurt and Sage. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to the people who have really helped build this WolfPack. 50,000 unique views. So what am I doing to increase this? I am going to post to YouTube at least once a week of a video that we've made in the WolfPack consistently. I want to consistently drop a video every week. During our Zelda marathon, we're dropping 2 videos a week where we're dropping the replay of Zelda and we're dropping either a highlights or a fun game, something like that. And I'm trying to figure out how to do YouTube better. I'm doing intros, I'm doing extras. We're growing there. I am trying to constantly improve. That is what we do in the WolfPack. We continually improve. This is a good life skill. That's what I want to see. So those are the goals. Let's talk about the next big purchase. Next big purchase is the Elgato ring light. Why the Elgato ring light? Because lighting is the next big issue that we have from a setup perspective. You can tell this by the fact that I have semi-hazardous lights on the floor. That's again the joke. I think we're fine. They've been there for about 6 months. There's no hole spots yet. They're LEDs. Everything's good. Don't alert the fire department. Actually, I have a buddy in the health department. I'm sure he'll look over it and be like, yeah, it's fine. All right. So anyway, I'm not going to speak on his behalf, but anyway, this light, with our next payout, we should have this by the end of the month. So that is in the future. That is the next big purchase. Once we get that, we'll talk about it as a cohesive group, what the next thing is. I've discussed with other streamers what the next thing is. They have recommended a boom arm, which holds your mic. So right now, what's holding my mic is the little mic stand. Well, this boom arm would allow it to move around, might be better posture, and it might get better sound quality by bringing it closer to my mouth. That would be the next big thing. But that's just where we're at in the future. The final thing I'd like to talk about today is I want to say thank you. And the people I want to say thank you to are the ones that have been here from the beginning, the ones that are here now, and the ones who have continued to pour in. So you look at Draco Cat, Sage, Walteruski, Zoobeast, Remote Ages. These guys have been here almost from the beginning. These are some of the founders, and they have been there with their subs. Like they have the longest sub badges, right? Kurt is up there. Pocket Aces, Slickest Hits, Labusco, Sleepy Shaman, The Last Big. I mean, these are the type of relationships I want to build, where we're getting these extended long-term subs. When I look at other streamers where they've built these relationships This is what I want the WolfPack to be about, is these long-term relationships. I don't want these short terms, like one sub here, one sub there. Like I want someone to actually enjoy it, where you're investing your time. So if you're investing your money in it, I want to make sure that I'm giving you the most bang for your buck. When we look at bits, you look at like Grade Me Music dropped $115 worth of bits. That got us basically our capture card. You look at the Sphinx very early on, that $45 worth of bits, that helped substantially toward the microphone and the green screen. So all these little things we put back into it. Then you look at gifted subs. You have Kurt, Walterowski, Sage, all coming in hot. And we got visited by Mamba Forever. Mamba Forever is an awesome guy within the community. And he came in and dropped some gifted subs too. And I'm just going to read off all these names. You got Knox, you got Nutrag McGee, you got Squiv, you got Gently, you got Reckless Rogue, and you got the Last Big. These are all really big deals. Really big deals. And I want to thank you guys so much because, one, it shows that you believe in me. Two, it shows me that you believe in the heart of this mission. And three, it's a lot more fun when I'm talking with chat. And when you sub, I'm like, this means this person wants to be in chat, wants to talk with me. That's what I love. That's what I love. Yo, Serby man, what is up? What is up? What is up? We are just finishing up a presentation. And so that is basically all the big ideas I had for today. So not a long period of time, but I just wanted to go through this. So if you're thinking about streaming, I think the things you should do is first ask yourself why you're doing it. Start. Always improve, and never lose sight of why you originally did it in the first place.